It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Kansas City Chiefs and the New York Jets under the lights on Sunday night.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the New York Jets. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Before kickoff, Charles, quickly your keys to the game.
Well, partner, I could give you the standard ones, turnovers, special teams play. But here's one that doesn't get talked about much anymore, and that's time of possession. Whoever controls the football, gives their defense a break, and takes care of business, that's the team that's going to win this ball game.
Here's a punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out of Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense.
And simply put, for many, he's the gold standard for quarterbacks in today's NFL because of his ability to create, find the open man, use all the different arm angles that he has. He's a complete package, and boy, his team loves to play around.
4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Mahomes going to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Here's Mahomes to throw. With no hesitations, they go right back to Kelsey. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Mahomes' throw brought in by Watson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it would be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
And the officials here Going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now's where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Pacheco once more. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone.
Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Pacheco.
Well, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
But when the ball snapped from the 3 down near the goal line, I think in days gone by, we thought many teams would run the football, but on 3rd down in today's game, I expect them to throw it. A little counterintuitive there. They tried to run it, instead spilled for a loss.
Butker's kick here is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by the former Cal Bear, Aaron Rodgers.
There have been very few quarterbacks in the NFL who have been as consistent throughout their career as Aaron Rodgers. He's been good for so long, and we've seen no decline in his skills. His accuracy and arm strength continue to elevate the talent around him, and his in-game mistakes, few and far between.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball, and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete.
First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
Michael Dana able to run him down for a loss of a yard.
And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task. Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on fourth down. Here's James returning. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And they will take over first and 10. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start first and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. That's taken in by Watson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Now Mahomes gets this into the hands of Gray, the tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a long night.
The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Pacheco gets it again on second down. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Mahomes now on first down. That ball caught. It's Rice. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. That'll be caught by James. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll bring up second down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Quentin Williams breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Butker's kick here is good, and that will make it 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but put it out when you need it.
With a 2nd and 5. With Hall.
And he slips up past the 45 tackle. But now he appears to be in some pet date when we are into MetLife Stadium. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He gets it to die outright. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. He missed on his first three passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races. So
now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 39-yard line. Rodgers with a pass caught by Conklin. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. On the handoff, Abanikanda. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
3rd down, here's Abanikanda. Oh, what a move. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have the first. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
6-0 our score after 1. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. And they'll go again with Abanikanda. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. Second down and 6 now. The give now to Abanikanda. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Now Rodgers. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, Jets. C.J. Uzomah from 10 yards out. And the Jets are an extra point away now from moving out in front. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting runs. So much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Zerline good with a PAT. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. They've been settling quite a bit. They've been able to move the football some, but they've just been settling. That's one of the reasons they're down on the scoreboard.
I love that word you picked, settling, because nowadays in this NFL, you're thinking touchdown almost every drive because everything's so high power. Yeah, you'll take the field goal, but you always feel like you're leaving points out there when you don't put it in the end zone.
They'll be trying to put it in the end zone here on this drive. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that will bring up second down. Now here's a fake on the jet sweep as they'll go instead with Pacheco. And he powers his way up past the 30. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
The Chiefs on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. That is caught. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That was simply snap, rock, and fire. I mean, they didn't take long at all. Slant route, and I loved where he put it. He put on the body of the receiver low so that only he can catch it.
Yeah, I don't think there was any magical formula there. Defensively, that's just tough to defend.
Very much so. And that way it allows the receiver to keep his body in front of the defender and not allow him to go through him to knock the ball away.
Pacheco gets it up the gut. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
Give credit to the defense for snap play out and no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 47 now, they work with a 2nd and 7. Now quickly out wide, this is Watson. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
4th down, so Kansas City sends out Tommy Townsend. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A quick throw there is incomplete. Garrett Wilson, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now Rodgers. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. The Jets on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Rodgers going to throw. Dye's got it, complete. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Boy, that one was well read defensively, and this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
Now the veteran Thomas Morstead on to punt it away. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. On the return, it's James. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday you press it a little bit. This might be the case.
That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 as they move the sticks.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. Again, it's Pacheco. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And Kelce's going to have a Chiefs first down as he'll be brought down at the 37. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. He'll complete this one to Watson. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Let's go do this thing, baby.
Second down and 3. Mahomes going to throw. That'll be caught by Rice. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 20-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another first down.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 53 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Here's Mahomes to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. First and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on 2nd and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
A run by Pacheco on 2nd down. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, 14 yards. And the Chiefs have retaken the lead.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And he puts this one through as the lead moves to 13-7. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it was finished off by the 14-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Jets ready to get going again here on offense. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Now that's how you start a drive. Not only do you pick up a 1st down, you do it on a chunk play. Big yardage, and now you put a little bit of a dent in the confidence of the defense.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Dive. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Dive. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. That 2nd down run a big help as 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now.
Well, there's an example of patience being rewarded. Ran the ball on 1st down and got stuffed. Most people would scream, throw the ball here. In this situation, they stayed with their roots, stayed with running the football, and they got rewarded.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
1st down now, but that clock rolling. From midfield, here's Rodgers. That's complete, and once again, it's Cobb. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
You ready to roll?
Rodgers again now. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get-off on the snap, jump too quickly.
Here's Rodgers. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Let's go.
3rd and 8. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Under pressure, they got him again. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So Rodgers will depart, and on is Greg Zuerlein for the Jets field goal. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Isaiah Pacheco and the offense back out.
And you see the last drive, great chunky yardage, the touchdown on 5 carries. And offensively, everything just looked in sync, didn't it?
It did, and the reason that it was in sync is because it's a combination of play calling, game plan, offensive line marrying up with all of their blocks. But don't forget the receivers out on the perimeter. Any type of a long run, the receivers have had a hand in that because they've occupied people downfield. And, of course, give the big credit to the man with the football. Great vision, good movement, gets to the end zone.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Pacheco once again. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Here now, 2nd and 4. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report. We got a strong first half out of the running back, Isaiah Pacheco. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. Now the Jets going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Rodgers now on first down. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
Second and 10. Now it's Rodgers. Taking in left side, it's Wilson. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. They need 2. Here's third down. And again, it's Rodgers. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 42. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
On first down, Rodgers. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
From the 35, here's second and 3. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or 2.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They'll run with Hall. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just third and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
On first and 10, it's Hall. And not much, maybe a yard down to the 23. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Second and 9. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Caught, it's Wilson. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's third and 4 now. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Rodgers now to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
They'll run with Hall. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Make it now 3 tackles for a loss in this game, 1 for each quarter.
And for a guy who played defense in college, I can just tell you that he's feeling very satisfied right now by what he's doing, but he's elated because he knows what he's doing is helping his team win the game right now, making some big-time plays.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Jets have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. On that sideline, they're saying that was more like it. The first down run went backwards, that time into the end zone.
And I like their little bit of courage in play calling, too. Because after an unsuccessful run, especially one where you lose yardage, you oftentimes go right to throwing the football. They came right back with a running play, and it paid off handsomely.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. Shifts by him. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there, just like last play. I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. That ball caught. It's Rice. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 39 yards there, a big one.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Running left to give to Pacheco. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chiefs have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Nice execution there. Good job by the O-line getting him in for the 2nd time.
And you always have to start with credit there when you're having a big game. I mean, you don't get there by yourself. That's rare. But how about the ability to see the proper holes, pick the proper place to go, and find his way into the end zone?
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that gives him a 3-point lead.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the third quarter, but a moment ago, the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. Throwing is Rodgers. This pass out wide to Hall. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
They'll toss it out right here to Hall. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Haven't met a defense coordinator yet that thinks 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job. Hold him to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on first down. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Here's Hall again. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
That's a tremendous group effort there because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Running left, it's Hall. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 58 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Hall on a give up the middle. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that one's going to come up a little short. It's incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. Caught by Wilson. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it 2nd down. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And this will be caught in the end zone. interception. And the Jets have taken the lead here in this third quarter. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Zerline good with a PAT, and that will make this a 4-point game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The ball back to the Chiefs and Isaiah Pacheco. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. He'll drop this off to Pacheco. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. The ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2. They go play fake. Mahomes throwing the out route here, and it's complete to Kelsey. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard, they trail as we start quarter number 4. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw complete there to Rice. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Mahomes now on first down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Yeah, big play there. And when you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
Pacheco will take this one in. It's a Chiefs touchdown.
And this is a time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with the touchdown run to take the lead.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that gives him a 3-point lead. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown. Their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave them with a second and just a few inches left.
That's what it means. Playmaker, step up. Let's go. All right, offense. Let's go. Need 6 on this drive.
On second down, a run with Hall. And he'll have a Jets first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing now is Rodgers. This is Cobb with a catch right side. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's second down. On the draw, it's Hall. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
The offense on third down tonight, they've had plenty of success. 8 conversions, looking for a 9th. This is 3rd and 7. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New York. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. Isaiah Pacheco and the offense back out. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that answer.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
On third down, it's Pacheco. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 125 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Mahomes now on first down. And he couldn't get that one to his man. Short of him, it's low and incomplete.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 24-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 11 more on that one and another first down.
And that's the type of run that they're looking for because they'll need to continue to rely on him to move the sticks in this tight game in order to preserve this lead.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. That is caught by Rice for a Chiefs touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Chiefs get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. But that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. New York set to take the field. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10. At their 25-yard line. He'll give it to Hall to start the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw is Rodgers. That's complete to Cobb. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 36. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? They'll give to Hall. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Now a 2nd and 2. call again. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 92 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries. Now, yes, a two-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a two-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On play action, it's Rodgers. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Down here in the red zone, you know your tight end's going to be a favorite target. Couldn't hang on.
And sometimes they just have to get out of their own head because they understand how tight windows are there and how many bodies are there. And sometimes they just overthink it and don't catch the ball.
On play action, now Rodgers. Touchdown! Aaron Rodgers hitting Allen Lazard. And the Jets have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. And the Chiefs offense ready to go again. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, I mean, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. That ball caught. It's Rice. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now here's a fake on a jet sweep as they'll go instead with Pacheco.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches.
Here's Pacheco once again.
The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Second and 11 now. They run it with Pacheco from the gun.
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come from behind? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From MetLife Stadium, good night, everybody.